What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. We've got the ropes on Blaze. Yeah, Courtney is apparently on our side, but we were starting to guess that since a few videos ago, so it's not too much of a surprise. Okay, let's go. This is brand new testimony, by the way, if you've forgotten. The victim, Jill Crane, was a member of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee, you see. Personally, I didn't really know her that well, you know. Either way, it's not like I had a motive to murder her, you know. I have no idea why she was pursuing me, you see. Well then, pursuing you, well, you just contradicted yourself, didn't you? You intend to deny your guilt until the bitter end. Well, of course. Exactly, of course, to best knows. There's no way Pops could beat the criminal. I mean, he's my Pops, you know? He's the very best, like no one ever was. Yes, Sebastian. If you're gonna stick up for me, be sure to have a clear basis, you know. Alright, I got it. I'll clear you of these files. What was I about to say? Accusations, Pops. I believe in you, Pops. We won't lose to someone like Mr. Edgeworth, Pops. Yes. You really are an idiot, you know. That person, he really loves his father, doesn't he? But one must be able to accept the mistakes of their father. No matter how much they may look up to him. Projecting much? Each person must atone for their crimes, no matter who they are. This is going to be hard for Sebastian, but I simply cannot overlook his father's crimes. Victim was a member of the PIC. If she was a member of the PIC, then you should have been familiar with her. Well, I knew her face, but that's about it, you know. It's not like we met each other on a regular basis, you see. Personally, I didn't really know her that well. So you're saying you weren't very familiar with the victim? That's right. I didn't even know about the burn mark on Crane's hand, you see. That's oddly specific. Well, you see, even if I had gotten close to her, she would have disappeared soon. It's a pain to remember someone, you know, when they're just gonna disappear. In other words, anyone who defies him disappears. I'd like you to add your statement about the victim's burn to your testimony. I only just learned that she had a burn mark. So you're saying that you didn't know about the victim's burn? Is that really the truth? You really are persistent, you know. Do you really think I would pay attention to every little wound on a woman's hand? I'd think the burn mark on the victim's hand would be hard to miss. Now that you mention it, Jill Crane would regularly wear gloves. I too did not know about the burn until the incident occurred. I thought so. She was probably trying to hide the burn mark, you see. I understand how sensitive a woman can be about these things, you know. I'd like you to add your so-called sensitive understanding of a woman to your testimony. Holy crap, they're adding a lot of statements. Maybe she was always wearing gloves in order to hide the burn mark. So you were aware that she always wore gloves? Well, aware? Those gloves were practically her trademark, you see. But I guess they weren't just a fashion statement. She wanted to hide her burn mark. I wonder if that girl over there is also hiding something under her bandages. Huh? I'm hiding nothing! I think you are. You're hiding the face of a criminal. Oh, okay. So you're not literally hiding something, but metaphorically speaking. Those words should be directed at someone like you. I shall expose here and now the face of a true criminal. How amusing. Go ahead and try, if you think you can. But he is trying. We're trying right now, man. So Jill Crane regularly wore gloves. That's interesting. I should look over the evidence one more time. Wait a second. Are you trying to... Hold on a minute. But she wasn't wearing gloves when she died. So this is probably the one I present? Oh no! Okay, stop. No. I am getting fired up. I will cool my head because I'm fired up. It's okay, it's only the first loss. Plenty of health to throw away. Wow, they're talking a lot. Oh my god, stop. Is this my punishment? Maybe she was always, yes, so this is the new one? Either way, it's not like I had a motive to murder. Okay, yeah, we haven't pressed this one yet. Was there ever any trouble between you two over work? Unlikely, you know. I'm kind of important. I've gotten reports saying that she was exceedingly capable. But you know, our social status was completely different. So we didn't talk much. That may be true, but it doesn't prove that you didn't kill her. That's rather prejudiced, you know. I mean, look at you. You're taking the side of a criminal. It seems Miss Crane was the one who had an interest in you, Mr. Chairman. That really is a mystery. I haven't the faintest idea. So that's that. Since I had no motive, your reasoning doesn't hold. I have no idea why she was pursuing me. So you have no clue why the victim had been pursuing you? Nope, not in the slightest, you know. It's because Pops is so goddamn handsome! Oh my god, Dad, you're so hot! Is what he's saying, making things very awkward for all of us. It's true, women appear before me and then disappear, and then What? Women appear, then disappear and then reappear. So they disappeared twice somehow, but then they reappear. Oh, I'm glad you clarified. You guys could never reach my Pops' level of awesomeness. It would certainly be impossible for a normal person. Having people appear and then physically disappear on a daily basis. Well then, maybe Courtney's going to disappear too. Before that happens, I'll see to it your way of life disappears today. I see. Then I should finish it before the day's over. I'll have to organize my information about the victim. If there's anything you don't understand, you should look over the evidence again. Perhaps you'll find a new fact this time around. You're willing to help me? I told you I'm doing this for Kay, not you. Franny seems to be worrying about Kay in her own way. So we're back to the beginning? Yes. Okay, hold on. So how many pieces of evidence do we have? 4, 2, 8, 8, 16, 23 pieces of evidence. We have 23 pieces of evidence. Something has to be relevant to their relationship, about her burn mark, how he says he doesn't know about it. Okay. Irrelevant. Replica of the mask, irrelevant. A letter in Kay's possession. I promise that I'll get it back to you, your most precious memory, irrelevant. Ticket stub. Nope. The purple flower, no. Possibly, but I don't see how this is important. No. This is gonna take a while, guys. This is gonna take a little bit of time. Nope. Key card, victim's possession, no. Matches the victim's chest wound. Burn mark on victim's hand. Doesn't mention anything besides it, though. It is in her right hand. I don't think that's important yet. Or is it at all? Burn on the right hand. Justine Courtney 10, 20, Victim's letter. Thanks for helping with my my plan, and my clan. I'm glad that we can help each other get what we want. 2 birds with 1 stone. Revenge. Revenge 12 years ago. Hold on, who's... The conductor wore a white jacket, purple flower, facial tattoo. It is weird because she doesn't have a facial tattoo, so we already can prove that she isn't the conductor. But I think we've already established that. Lada's testimony about the auction. Each of them was wearing a mask. Sound of the gavel, irrelevant. Stuffed animal, this has the recording in it. I can check it, but that's kind of pointless, I think. Wait. Did we already figure out that... Oh, we can't check it, okay. Alright. Someone talking to the person is recorded. One of them has a burn mark. One of them has a burn mark. Records audio. One of them has a burn mark. What did the audio say, though? Play back the audio. Yes, yes, yes. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that bird from me. Silence. I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge. Okay. Well, if we're working under the assumption that Blaze is the other individual because it is the attacker and the victim being Jill Crane, the person is saying, I knew you'd have that burn mark. If that's what they want me to do... Okay, hold on. We'll come back to it in a second. Worn by the participants, pointless. Lotto's photo about the person in red mask. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. No. Fingerprints? No. Karen's testimony? Wavy wig? No. Unless it's not a wavy wig and it's a wavy beard. That'd be interesting. Okay, we're back to the beginning. Let's go back to... here. Where... we have two options, I think. Hold on. We have... this statement... and this statement. But this statement makes the most sense because he's denying that he knew about it. Oh no! Alright, oh my god, the punishment is so brutal. Okay, okay. Stop, stop, stop. While we're doing this, I'm gonna drink some lemonade, so why don't you guys just take a breather. Go take a walk. Usually I'm not a fan of lemonade because it's too tart. It really gets to the back of my throat, but this stuff is pretty good. It's kind of watered down. Maybe that's the secret. Okay, if it's not this one, let's try this one. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, God! Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, let's speed through as fast as possible. Oh, God. Okay, okay, I got this, guys! Where? Here, go. Oh, finally. Finally. Jill Crane regularly wore gloves. If that's true, then it creates a huge contradiction. A huge contradiction, you say? I'd like you to listen to the voices recorded on this stuffed animal one more time. And... I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that bird from me. You can't hide that bird from me. Silence, huh? I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time. We were under the impression that this was the moment when the victim was murdered. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that bird from me. We thought that this statement was said by the culprit. Isn't that fine? What's the problem? There's a huge problem. If the victim had been wearing gloves from the start, it would have been impossible to see the burn on her hand.
Objection.
Gloves come off very easily, you know. She could have taken them off during the auction. Bum, bum. That's not true. Miss Crane had been wearing her gloves when I took her place. She must have been wearing them before she was murdered. What are you saying? Don't you understand the position you're in? I'm not scared anymore. I have Granny here with me. Blaze, your day of reckoning has finally come. Somehow it seems like you all want to disappear. Bum, bum, permanently. The only one who will be disappearing here is you. Blaze. Hey, how dare you say that to Pops? Does it really matter if the burn mark was visible or not? It certainly does matter. If the burn mark was visible, then we'd have a complete turnabout of the situation. What are you saying? If the victim's burn mark wasn't visible, what exactly does that tell you? The culprit... The other two don't make sense. Them not having burn marks. The culprit also has a burn mark? That is interesting. Sebastian, turn your way of thinking around. If the victim was wearing gloves, then her burn mark could not have been seen. In that case, whose burn mark was seen? Someone else's burn mark. Precisely. The culprit must have had a burn mark as well. In other words, I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. The person who said this was not the culprit, but the victim.
Objection.
Could you please step aside? Edgeworth, all your reasoning up until now has just been a figment of your imagination. The culprit had a burn mark. Where was it, you know? If you can't answer that, then your logic doesn't hold up, you know. Where was the culprit's burn mark? I wonder where the burn mark could have been. During the auction, wasn't everyone wearing a disguise? During the auction, everyone should have been dressed in a particular way. If the burn mark was still visible under those conditions, then... Now, why don't you show us? Where was the culprit's burn? Is it their neck? If they're wearing a mask... Oh, wait. A burn... that's hidden... Bandages? Is it K? No, hold on. What? A replica of the mask? No. Well, they had masks on, though. Ticket stub, flower, no. This could be an option. I'm gonna hold on to this in the back of my head. It has to be something related to being, hiding a burn mark. Chest wound, Oh, this is really... This covers up almost the entire body. Is it the gloves? Is it the gloves? Victim's letter, no. I'm gonna try going with... Okay. There are 3 things I want to go with. I'm not sure how any of them are going to be. I don't have a concrete proof of what I think that the answer is. So I'm going to start with the autopsy report. And then I might go back. Hold on. No. Oh, but the evidence isn't K's bandages. It's K's memories. This one's out. I'm not using that one. It's the mask is... Oh, wait. The mask was, The mask is K's, right? So it should be irrelevant unless K's involved, but... It's something about this outfit, but... Okay, so it's either the autopsy report or the conductor's clothes. But... How does this... Wore a white jacket, purple flower, white gloves, and a mask. This covers everything. Where would the burn mark be? Unless it's under the flower. The flower was torn off. Hold on a minute. Alright. Let's try the autopsy report, and then we'll try the conductor's clothes.
Take that!
Okay, we're wrong. Alright, perfect time for some lemonade. Hold on. Alright, now let's try this one.
Take that!
It was what the conductor was wearing during the auction. In other words, the outfit you were wearing at the time. What can you figure out from the clothes alone?
Objection!
The conductor had been wearing a white suit, white gloves, and a mask. His attire had covered up most of his skin. However, according to Miss Jensen's testimony, the conductor's mask exposed a small part of his face. In addition, while she thought there had been a tattoo there, it's possible that she simply mistook the burn mark for a tattoo. A burn mark on his face?
Objection!
That's all very scintillating, but I'm afraid you're getting excited over nothing, you know. None of the PIC members have any burn marks on their face. Well, except you do, on your neck or chin, under that beard, which was mistaken for a wavy a wig. It's gotta be. Naturally, that includes me as well. Pops, but... Sebastian... Shh! Shut up! If you're an idiot, then act like one, you know. The best knows! Normally, Sebastian is a nuisance to everyone around him. But this time, I owe him my gratitude. That reaction from Blaze's own son, it reveals the truth more clearly than anyone else. Thanks to him, I'm confident that my reasoning's correct. I know who that unidentified piece of evidence belongs to. I wonder what's wrong with that prosecutor. Usually Sebastian's slower to arrive at the truth than anyone else. However, this time he's probably figured it out. His own father is a criminal. Since he knows the truth, he's in pain, isn't he? If he didn't know the truth, he could have remained blissful in his ignorance. We're here in order to pursue the truth. It doesn't matter what path my reasoning takes, the important thing is to arrive at the truth. Once before, when I lost faith in my reasoning, you said that to me to show me to me and showed me the way. There we go. First try. This time I shall show you the truth. I also want to know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, please tell me. That's the spirit. That's impossible, you know, for all of you. I mean, just where could I possibly have a burn mark? It's nowhere to be found, you see. There's no evidence to prove that I'm the culprit, you know. That's right. There's no contradiction at all. There's no way there could be a contradiction, not for my pops. Sebastian, I understand why you don't want to admit it. But if you avert your eyes from the truth, you will regret it forever. Just what should I do? I really wonder why you're such an idiot. Idiot! Sebastian, if you really want to save me, you'll have to try a little bit harder, you see? Gotta use your head, you know. Honestly, you really are a useless idiot! No way! But I tried real hard! I tried my best! I went to the school you told me to go to, reached the top of my class just like you told me to. Just look at this jacket. Only someone who graduates at the top of his class gets to wear it. I did everything you told me to do. That's how I got to be the best at the academy. I even won all those awards, just so I could be like you.
Objection.
You really are. Sarge, this is getting very old. Come up with some other adjective or noun. Like nincompoop, that's such a good one. Those gold stars you got on your tests, I made the teachers give them to you. Every speech and debate contest, all the judges were my friends. Sebastian, if you weren't even able to notice something like that, you're really not worthy of being called my son, don't you think? Whoa! Oh yes. Oh yes. Even my son has disappeared, and reappeared, only to disappear again. Oh my, it's enough to make me cry, you know. He was trying his best for me, and yet, he was totally useless. You're so despicable! As the chairman of the PIC, and as a father. Even I feel sorry for that foolish prosecutor. Poor Mr. P. Blaze, you. Just what do you think of your own son? He's just a useless pawn. Whoa now. Maybe you should look in the mirror before you criticize me. I mean, even you always used Sebastian to get close to me, didn't you? I cannot deny that, however, he's not a mere pawn. He always tries to do his very best, even if the results aren't up to par. I've seen just how hard he tries, and yet, you refuse to even acknowledge it.
Objection.
That kid is no good, you see, no matter what he does or is told to do. Edgeworth, I shall leave this offering to the goddess of law to you. I'm gonna end this video. It feels like we're gonna be insulting DeBest for like another 10 minutes or half an hour. It's really going on and on. So we could just end this video here at 26 minutes. And stay tuned tomorrow for the next episode. Bye-bye!